We do it in April. I asked Carol to work with Sandy, who is our fine precious gemstone buyer, and can you bring me an emerald?
We always
and
do,
I'm
sister.
telling you, it is not an easy thing to do.
No.
And it's, if you are a May baby or if you are an emerald lover or collector, you know that. The prices have just skyrocketed. The quality has never, ever, ever, unfortunately, in a price range like this, we've never been able to do this for this type of quality.
No, and we've done, and you and I have
emerald.
done a few magnificent emeralds, never at this.
My goal was, though, you know,
value.
I said, please keep it, if possible, under $350. Just knowing in terms of what the emerald values for today. I didn't want a little tiny accent. I wanted a solitaire, if possible. And we did the setting very classic, very princess-like. It's that classic halo of zircon, white zircon, surrounding that gorgeous emerald nestled right in the middle. It's brand new. It's $149.98 today, and it's available with 4 monthly flex payments. That center stone happens to be over a ½ carat.
Isn't that crazy?
Natural emerald.
And look at the color. Look at the intensity of that gorgeous green. Look at the clarity of that beautiful green. Now, I'm wearing mine on my middle finger. Lynn is wearing hers on her ring finger. I'd love to tell you my inspiration for this ring because I think this says it all. So my best friend Peggy, who I know is watching, her son married a very wealthy girl from Colombia, and we all got to go to the wedding in Cartagena.
Oh,
and
nice.
I went shopping I wanted an emerald, because I don't personally own an emerald, and I really wanted an emerald. So I went shopping for an emerald. Now, we all know Colombian emeralds, the finest emeralds in the world. Sure. Well, guess what? I went shopping. I found this princess-style ring. I fell in love with it. It was $4,800, same size emerald. There were diamonds around it. So then I started doing all of my research, and I found out that actually, and I knew